1 Kings chapter 16. ويحيى دبر يهوه إليهو بن حناني على بأشاه لهمور. And the word of Yahweh was to Yehu, the son of Hanani, upon Baashah, saying, Yarn, because Atrahrimotika min he'afar. Because of that I have exalted thee from the dust. Wahetenecha nagid ala ammi Yisrael, and I gave thee as a prince over my people Yisrael. Watelek bederka Yorobam, but thou walkedst in the way of Yorobam. Watahati et ammi Yisrael, and thou hast caused my people Yisrael to sin, lahaka'iseni b'hatotam, to provoke me to anger by means of their sins. Hineni mav'ir achareh ba'ashah, behold me, one causing to burn after Baashah, وأخرب بيته, and after his house. ونعطتي et بيتك, and I shall give thy house كبيت يربعام ben Nebat, to be like the house of Yorobam, son of Nebat. Hamit levaashah ba'ir yohekalu hakalabim, the dead for Baashah in the city the dogs shall eat. Wahamit lo bashad yohekalu opa hashamayim, and the dead for him in the field the bird of the skies shall eat. ויתר דברי באשה ויתר עשה וגבורתו הלא הם כתובים על ספר דברי הימים למלכי ישראל. And the rest of the words or things or acts of Baashah, and what he effectuated, and his might, is it not that they are written things upon the book of the words of the days for the kings of Yisrael? Vayishkav Baashah im havotayu, and Baashah lay with his fathers. Vayikaber b'Tirsha, and he was buried in Tirsha. Vayimloch Hela b'no tahatayu, and his son Helah reigned in his place. V'gam b'yad Yehu ben Hanani Hanavi devar Yahweh el Baashah v'el beto v'al kol hara'a atra'asha b'enei Yahweh lahak'iso b'ma'ashe yadayu להיות כבית ירבעם ועל אתרהיקה אותו. And also by means of the hand of Yehu, the son of Hanani, the prophet, the word of Yahweh was to Baashah and to his house, and over all the evil which he effectuated in the eyes of Yahweh, to provoke him to anger by means of the work of his hands, for to be like the house of Jeroboam, and on account of that he smote him. Bishanat Esharim Washet Shana Lasa Melech Yehuda, in the 26th year for Asa, king of Yehuda, Malach Elah ben Baashah al Yisrael b'Tirsha Shanatayim. Elah, the son of Baasha, reigned over Yisrael in Tirashah 2 years. Vayikashur alai Abdo Zimri, and his servant Zimri conspired against him. Shar Mahathit Harakab, he was prince of the half of the chariotry. Wuhu Betirashah Short Shikor Betarashah Atar Al-Habayit Betirashah, and he was in Tirashah drinking drunk in the house of Arashah, who was over the house in Tirashah. Wayavo Zimri, and Zimri came. Wayakehu, Wayamitehu, and he smote him, and he put him to death. Bishanata Esharim Washeba Lahasah Melech Yehudah, in the 27th year for Asa, king of Yehudah. Wayimlok Tahataiw, and he reigned in his place. Wayahib Moloko, and it was in his reigning. Kethibto Alakiso, as he sat upon his throne. Hika et kol bet Baasha, he smote all the house of Baasha. Lo hisheir lo mashatin beqir, he left none for him. He left not for him one urinating for himself in a wall. Ugo halau ure'ehu, and his kinsfolk and his friends. Vayashmed Zimri et kol bet Baasha, and Zimri destroyed all the house of Baasha. Kedabar Yahweh atar dibber el Baasha, like the word of Yahweh which he worded to Baasha. Vayad Yehu Hanavi, by means of the hand of Yehu the prophet. El kol hataot Baasha, wa hataot Elavano, for all the sins of Baasha and the sins of Elah his son. Atar hatu wa atar hehetiu et Yisrael, lahak'is et Yahweh Elohe Yisrael, bahavlehem, which they sinned, and which they caused Yisrael to sin, to provoke Yahweh God of Yisrael to anger by their vanities, their worthless things. V'yeter divrei Elah u'kol atar Asha, and the rest of the words of Elah, or things of Elah, and all which he effectuated, Halohem ketuvim al sefer divrei hayamim lemalachei Yisrael. Is it not that they are written things upon the book of the words of the days for the kings of Yisrael? Bishanata Esharim wa Sheva Shana La'asa Melech Yehudah, in the 27th year for Asa, king of Yehudah, Malach Zimri Shiva at Yamim Betirashah. Zimri reigned 7 days in Tirashah. Waha'am honim al Gibbeton atar lapelishtim, and the people were once encamping against Gibbeton, which is for the Pelishtim. Vayishma ha'am hahonim le'amor, and the people heard the ones encamping, saying, Qashar Zimri, Zimri hath conspired with Gamahika et Hamelech, and also he hath smitten the king. Wayamaliku kol Yisrael et Omri Sharashava al Yisrael Bayom Hahu Bamahana, and all Yisrael they made Omri king. Omri, the prince of the host, over Yisrael in that day in the camp. Wayale Omri ukol Yisrael immo Migibbathon, and Omri went up, and all Yisrael with him, from Gibbethon. Wayathuru ala Tirashah, and they besieged over Tirashah. Wayahi Kirahot Zimri Kinilkadahair, and it was as Zimri's seeing that the city was taken. Wayabo El Haramon Bet Hamelech. Also he came to the palace of the house of the king. Wayisharop Alo et Bet Melech Bahesh Wayamot, and he burned over him the house of the king in the fire, and he died. Al hatotai atrahata la ashot hara be'eneyah, on account of his sins which he sinned to effectuate the evil in the eyes of Yahweh. La lechet b'derech Yoroba'am, to walk in the way of Yoroba'am. Ubahatato atra'asha, and in his sin which he effectuated. Lehahati et Yisrael, to cause Yisrael to sin. ויתר דברי זמרי וקשרו עטר קשר, and the rest of the things or words of Zimri, and his conspiracy or treason which he conspired, הלא הם כתובים על ספר דברי הימים למלכי ישראל. Is it not that they are written things upon the book of the words of the days for the kings of Yisrael? Az yehalek ha'am Yisrael laheti. Then the people of Yisrael was divided to half. Hati ha'am haya achare Tivni benaginat lahamliko wahahati achare omri. Half of the people was after Tivni the son of Ginat, to make him king, and the half after Omri. Wayehzaq ha'am atra achare Omri. Et ha'am atra achare Tivni benaginat, and the people which was after Omri became strong or prevailed over the people which was after Tivni the son of Ginat. Wayamot Tivni, and Tivni died. Wayimlok Omri, and Omri reigned. Bishanat Thalothim Wa'ahat Shana La Sah Melech Yehuda Malach Omri Ala Yisrael Thetim Eshere Shana. In the 31st year of the year for Asa, king of Yehuda, Omri reigned over Yisrael 12 years. B'Tirashah malach shet shanim. In Tirashah he reigned 6 years. Wayiqan et Hahar Shomron, and he bought the mountain of Shomron. Me'et Shemer, from Shemer, Bechikaraim Kasep, by 2 talents of silver. Wayibn et Hahar, and he built the hill or mountain. Wayiqarah et Shem Ha'ir Atrabana, and he called the name of the city which he built Al Shem Shemer Adone Hahar Shomron, according to the name of Shemer, the Lord of the mountain, Shomron. Wayasha Omri Hara Be'ene Yahweh, and Omri effectuated the evil in the eyes of Yahweh. Wayara Mikol Atralepanau, and he did evil more than all which were before him. Wayelech Bekol Derek Yorbaam ben Nebat, and he walked in all the way of Yorbaam the son of Nebat, Ubahatato Atreheti et Yisrael, and in his sin, which he made Yisrael to sin, Lahak'is et Yahweh Elohe Yisrael, Bahablehem, to cause provocation of Yahweh God of Yisrael by means of their worthless things. V'yeter divrei Omri atra Asha ugavurato atra Asha, and the rest of the words or things of Omri which he effectuated, and his might which he effectuated, Halohem ketubim al sefer divrei hayamim lemalchei Yisrael. Is it not that they are written things upon the book of the words of the days for the kings of Yisrael? Vayishkav Omri im havotayu, vayikaber b'Shomron, and Omri lay with his fathers, and he was buried in Shomron. Vayimlok Achab beno tahatayu, and Achab his son reigned in his place. Achab ben Omri malach al Yisrael bishnat thalothim uthmona shana la'asa melech Yehuda, and Achab the son of Omri reigned over Yisrael in the year of 38 years for Asa, king of Yehuda. Vayimloch Achab ben Omri al Yisrael b'Shomron Esharim uthnaim shana, and Achab the son of Omri reigned over Yisrael in Shomron 22 years. Wayash Achab ben Omri hara be'enei Yahweh mikol atralepanau, and Achab the son of Omri effectuated the evil in the eyes of Yahweh more than all which were before him. Wayahi hanaqel lechato b'hatot Yorbaam ben Nebat, and it was, if it were light, his walking in the sins of Yorbaam son of Nebat, Wayiqah itha et Yezebel bat et Baal melech Thidonim. Also he took a woman, Yezebel, the daughter of Baal, the king of the Thidonim. Wayelech Wayavod et Baal, Wayeshtahu lo, and he went and he served the Baal and he bowed himself in worship to him. وَيَقَمْ مِذْبَحَ لِبَعَلٍ, and he caused an altar for Baal to stand. بيت هبعل أتربانا بشومرون, in the house of the Baal, which he built in Shomron. وَيَعْشَ أَخَابَ إِتَهَا Asherah, and Ahab effectuated the Asherah. وَيُوسف أَخَاب لَعَشُوت להכעיס את יהוה אלוהי ישראל מכל מלכי ישראל אשר היו לפניו. And Ahab added to effectuate, to cause provocation of Yahweh God of Yisrael more than all the kings of Yisrael which were before his faces. בימיו בנה חיאל בית האלי את יריחו. In his days, Hiel, the Beit Haeli, built Yericho. Bahabiram Bekoro Yesadah, by Abiram his firstborn, he founded it. Ubishagub Ze'iro Hithib Dalataha, and by Shagub his little one, he caused its doors or gates to stand. Kedabar Yahweh Atar Dibber Beyad Yehoshua bin Nun, like the word of Yahweh, which he worded by means of the hand of Yehoshua the son of Nun.